Hey guys, Rush here. For today's video, we're going to talk about skills. Before that though, I'd like to welcome all of our new players and I hope you stay tuned for all of my upcoming videos to help you out in your journey. Now with that out of the way, let's get started with the video. A lot of the newcomers are getting stuck in one of the early quests pertaining to defenders. And since I get the question quite frequently, I thought about making a video about the whole skill tree instead. The first thing you have to remember is you don't have to fill up everything in this skill tree. Skill points will be very limited when you first start up, so try to invest them in something that you know you'll use. For example, that defender quest that everyone's having issues with. Instead of putting your skill points both in backpack size and storm shield storage vault, you only need to choose one of them. It's a junction, not a switch, just remember that. And if you do have the skill points afterwards, then you can invest it back there. You can always go back. Now when it comes to the rest of the tree, you're going to have to tread a little bit more carefully. But if you do make the mistake of allotting a skill point where you did not want it, don't stress too much. All you have to do is play a couple of missions and you'll earn the skill point back. From here you want to read the skills listed, the description of it on the left side, and then decide if you need it. Just before getting it though, try reading ahead. Check the last skill you want to get for that tree and see if the one you're about to get leads there. Because you don't have to fill up the entire tree as mentioned before. You can go with a path and not take the rest, but here's an important tip. You have to get anything that has a squad slot on it, because these are the building blocks to leveling up the number on the top left corner of our screen right now, known as the power level. Now I'll be discussing that in detail on another video, but just to give you an idea, it will help you level up and actually gain access to some higher level maps. For now though, the decision you need to make is which class are you going to use. I'm in the process of creating my hero guide right now for different classes, where I'll be highlighting the best subclass for each hero class. Now as soon as that's done, I'll include the link in the description. Now as soon as you make up your mind on which class you want to go with, go and check the skill tree on how to get there as mentioned before. Make sure that you read the left side as well, because there are some areas that will require you to have unlocked a certain number of skills prior to letting you through, such as this one right here. So you see on the left side under prerequisites, it says 35 more nodes purchased in the skill tree tier 3. So meaning until you've filled out 35 nodes here, it won't let you unlock that one and therefore block you off from accessing the last one, which is the 4-star evolution. Now so far, that is all you need to know about the skill tree, but if I may put in a couple of other tips. Once you get to Plankerton, you'll have access to the tier 2 skill tree. In there you'll find the hover turret, which is a very valuable assistant in every mission that you do. I've stopped using airstrike ever since the buff on the hover turret came out, and I even opted not to put in a skill point under under airstrike, therefore saving me one skill point that I could use somewhere else. Now what I did put skill points on is adrenaline rush as well as supply drop, but at this point, since it's still pretty early, I wouldn't even recommend putting a point down for supply drop, just because you can just farm the materials that are in there, such as metal, the wood, the brick, and then one crafting item. It's pretty easy to get them all around the map. I have an Outlander that does that for me. But Adrenaline Rush, you cannot go wrong with using this one or putting down a skill point for this one. It is very good in crucial times. It's basically your heal spell, but there is a pretty lengthy cooldown period on it, so make sure to use that sparingly. Now another thing I'd like to go over are the expeditions. Now you may notice some icons in here that have boats or any other vehicles such as choppers, cars, motorcycles like this one, but I couldn't avoid this one. They are, well, they're the expeditions that we're referring to, and what they do is you send out some people or heroes and they come back with supplies. Now, I don't think the reward for it is quite worth it right now, so I'd skip it as much as I can. But once I reach maybe Canny Valley or Twine Peaks on this account, then I'd start investing on it. Not until then, though. Another thing is to unlock the constructor skills, not the constructor upgrade, but just the skills that are on that branch. So the building upgrade level, the repair speed, as well as building health, which you can also find here. There will be a second set of them on this side. Now you make sure to unlock them as soon as you can, because they're very valuable in terms of building walls and upgrading them. Now lastly, you want to get the pickaxe upgrades. One of them is in the Outlander branch, and then the other one is in the Center branch. So you can't miss it unless you go on the sides, which I wouldn't recommend, but it's up to you. Now you probably know the value of a pickaxe by now, so I don't have to go in detail on that. But if I did forget anything, or if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section, and I'll try getting to them as soon as possible. For now, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.